Hey, we got a question from Joel Ankney of Joel Ankney Law Firm, who was a previous guest. He says, how important are reviews on Amazon for self-published books, and how can a self-published author legitimately obtain more reviews?
Reviews are extremely important, and it's a marketing thing is what it comes down to. Getting the reviews, having the reviews is great marketing, but just getting them. So Joel, right after you sell a book, for example, if you have Square, I use Square when I do my book signings, you can set up through their marketing that 30 days after they buy your book, it sends them the link that says, hey, if you enjoyed my book, please review on, Amazon or whatever. And you give them the link. What you want to do is make it as easy for them as possible. Another thing you could do is, I know it sounds counterproductive, but give away free books. Amazon rules are very specific, and you cannot pay anybody to review your book. So you can't say, hey, I'll give you a free book if you'll do a review for me. But you can say, I'm giving you a free book. I would love a review. You know what I mean?
It even says like verified purchased at some place on there too, which is interesting. Another thing that I was thinking about, so like in the back of the room type of book selling thing, let's say 100 people in a room. Not everyone in that room is potentially buying a book. Maybe you were good at the sales process beforehand and you got the organizer to buy a book for everyone. But even then, most of the time, you don't have the contact information of everyone there. Not everyone is ready, wallet out, and stuff like that. So after doing a couple of these, I realized, there's a lot more people in this room who weren't buying my book, but I think I can convince them to buy my book or my kind of consulting coaching services later on how to grow their business, how to market their business. Maybe there's something else there. So I came up with literally just a form that I would pass out in the thing and say, hey, like, if you're interested in receiving my newsletter every Monday at 10:15 a.m., give me your name, your email, and then I Zackified it and said, hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but what's your number so I can call you maybe, like the great Carly Rae Jepsen song. It works. People love to give me their cell phones, and I think it's hilarious. And then I call them like 3 days later, and they're like, I didn't expect you to call me. I'm like, well, I didn't expect you to give me your number, so thanks. But like, it is hard though, right? And so reviews on Amazon, I think I have like 23 or 24 reviews. Thousands of copies have been bought, given out, whatever throughout. I mean, that's a very small percentage. It's hard to get reviews. What do you think about the difference between like an Amazon or like a GoodReads? Do you think one is better than the other? Where do you feel on that?
And this would totally be a personal preference. This is not based in anything solid, but I would say Amazon, because more people have Amazon accounts than they do have GoodReads accounts. I've been playing on GoodReads, and it's funny because Amazon owns GoodReads. So you would think, can't you just pass it down? Yes. So you would think, can't you guys just exchange? But they don't. I've been playing with GoodReads lately to try to up my GoodReads accounts, but there are so many different programs and things that you have to put your fingers in and try to play with keywords. And
Tim, are you familiar with GoodReads?
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, so it's basically literally just a book review site. And sometimes they have some interesting features in there that I guess if you're really popular, you're able to use, just like anything else, where like if you have 10,000 subscribers on Instagram or like YouTube or something like that, you get more features. And so there's some interesting stuff that will get distributed out that can be more difficult. But, to me, like the answer is, Donna, like I would agree Amazon is better, right? But also like go where your people are, right? And so if people are more, I feel like if you're on GoodReads, you're more of a book reader. So that's a more niche-y type of thing, right? Which Amazon is not. I mean, I can buy whatever on Amazon, but more people. Is Amazon the #1 site in the world, Tim?
In terms of web traffic?
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Google is still #1.
Okay.
But Amazon started as a bookstore.
Right. But people forget about that.
That is true.